leaving. All right, all right, all right, y'all. We are back. We are Black Live today, y'all. I am so excited. I have missed you all so much. But we have we're gonna get into it today because this is the What's Glowing On Live relaunch. So with that being said, it may have seemed like I was missing in action, but I was missing in action. I was missing, and I was definitely in action with what I was. Look at Bernice said, "Glow on." Yes, absolutely, glow on. And we're gonna bring up my special guest of the Glow Show here. Y'all know none other than my sister in Revolution, my sister in Fight, my sister in Blood also. Well, we're doing the Harriet Tubman and Sojourner Truth of this thing, and we are bringing it live and direct to you. Adding her to the stream right now. Oh, hey, hey, hey!
Hey,
Now there's just a little delay on my end, so you must excuse me. But hello, hello! How are you today?
good. How are you? Hello.
Hey, Bree. That's
Hey.
my niece, you all. That is my niece. We are, and she's in pre-law, getting ready to take the LSAT. Okay, so
Yeah.
we can get our law school plans moving forward. But we are so excited to be hopping on this thing today and doing some discussions. Like, we haven't done this in a minute. We have not touched bases about what are some topics that we need to be weighing in about, or we need to be glowing in about. So introduce yourself to the Glow community and let them know what's up with you. Go ahead. Or as I say, glow ahead. This is my niece, y'all.
Hello, everyone. My name is Breon Perkins. Like she said, I'm her niece, daughter of her sister, Miss Monica Delancey. I'm going to my senior year of college. I attend Bennett College, the all school HBCU, in Greensboro, North Carolina. Fun fact: we're actually the sister school of Morehouse College here in Atlanta, Georgia. And yes, I'm going in my senior year, political science major. I take the LSAT in October, and I plan on attending law school afterwards. And I'm also a member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated as well. So that's a little bit about me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, Naima, y'all, they're coming in. They're coming in. We in here. We are in here. My glowers. Y'all better throw them glowers up. Y'all act like y'all forget. Y'all better put these glowers up in the building. I'm gonna put mine up just to get it started. Just to get it started. I'm putting my glower up. Y'all, does it feel like we are? Does it feel like this is like a coming home ceremony or what, y'all? Because I tell you, that's what it feels like to me. Let me see who else is coming on in here right now. Yes, I'm throw your glowers up, y'all. That's right, throw them up. So we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna jump right into it because y'all know how it glows. Y'all know how it glows, and please, if y'all hear me drinking, actually, let me just cam up to show y'all that because y'all hear me drinking. And I don't want y'all to think y'all hearing me drinking something that I shouldn't be drinking. This is water. Ah, I'm trying to do 4 of these a day. This is number 2. But first topic of today. Hey, Monica, that's my sister, y'all. That's my sister. Sister. Do 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 do. um, So we're going to jump right into a topic that is very hot right now, okay, in regards to what's going on in Afghanistan. Monica has always been the political kind of giant in our family. You know, she's always had her finger on the pulse. She's always was very politically minded, you know, way before it got cool, way before Obama got into office, you know. So I wanted to hear just from your standpoint, Monica, if you would, why is this situation with Afghan? First of all, why is the U.S. involved? Okay, why is this such a mistake, and why should we care? Why should we care about what's happening with this Afghan withdrawal?
Was it? Hey, from my understanding is that basically what's going on is that there was somehow miscommunication of how prepared uh, the transition would be, and it's just that the timing that they said by the time they would need to be fully up and running. They thought they had a little bit more time. And basically, with that, of course, as the saying goes, um, everything is political. The way we eat, live, and breathe is political. So, with United States being involved with what's going on, um, is it because we need more people? Um, we need. Is it because they need more? Hold on 1 second. Hold on. What's the question? Hold on a second.
Hold on. And I want to study family law.
You know what? Let's talk about that because you know family law is definitely family law deals with okay. So my ex husband he went into he went into law school wanting to do entertainment law, and when he came out, now he does immigration law. Tell me, where does family law fall on a spectrum as far as earning? Because I think that that's the reason why he's in immigration. I think that it is an opportunity to make a it's an opportunity to make a little more impact, especially with what's going on now. Do y'all know that Biden, speaking on the Afghan crisis, has earmarked y'all, earmarked, somebody put me a glow up in the chat, please, has earmarked $500 million to assist anybody coming from Afghan here to America. $500 million. And yet and still in 2021, what are we still being told? What are we now being told is even with the pandemic, with the pandemic relief being reported to be astronomically more inflated, as they're seeing that relief for us, those monies went actually to other countries' aids. Okay, and now we're being told that it's $500 million being earmarked to assist Afghan anyone coming from fleeing Afghanistan. So let's talk about that. Somebody better throw these blowers up because I tell you, this is the type of stuff we really need to be watching, y'all. And this is where we fall so short as a society, as a culture, as a community, and a diaspora. All of y'all who were so quick to tell people that they didn't vote for Biden and Harris, that we were anti progress. Okay, when although the only thing that was said was let's continue to have these productive and these direct orders for tangible items. Okay, tangible items from this administration before they ever took office. To get the vote, tell us what you're going to do tangibly in regards to reparations, in regards to support, in regards to aiding our families. So I know I kind of jumped the ship there and took it a little bit off path, Amistad style. But tell us again, Breon, where does family law kind of fall in the significance and the importance, as well as in the, is it something that is economically, um, salary wise, for an average income of a family lawyer? Is it a lucrative career, or a lucrative path for an incoming attorney to go into?
I say it is because everyone's gonna eventually need a family lawyer. Every day, there are people gonna get divorced. There's people that's gonna be want their child support adjusted, or people want to put people on child support. And really, economically, it is being a lawyer economically is good. It's just the amount of cases you will probably get slash win. If you were a criminal defense lawyer, it's probably be harder, for you to get in. But being a family lawyer, it's easier to start your own practice and start, helping out your friends, your family, and then having them go out and be like, oh yeah, my niece, she's a lawyer. She can help you with this, because family law has to do with everything in the domestic area where it is with DNA stuff like that. Family, and like you're dealing with people and their emotions. The lawyer I interned with this past semester in the spring, she charges $300 per hour, and she charges
Wow. And
that.
also, I was going to say, also with family law, you can represent family estate as the estate lawyer, and that also is something that's very that's a hot topic,
Yeah,
for us right now with families. We have, as a family name, we have a lot of property out here all over the United States that, because of different circumstances, certain members of the family might have sold it off. But therefore, with what Breon is saying, as a family lawyer, for her to be a representative of that family that may not have wanted to sell, she might be able to negotiate a higher price, or a higher asking price for the land, or she might be able to negotiate just keeping a portion of the land, but letting the people that want to sell off these other portions separate. So, so kudos to you, Breon. I think that's an amazing field to go into, and I would even go further to say that even if it isn't as much as economic, because we see a lot of times with the lawyers, right? Divorce attorneys are paid very handsomely; they're paid very well. But we see sometimes a law, from what we know of it, law can be very much a field that it's good to have the expertise or the knowledge, but to actually become very wealthy from the field, that's not as prevalent as most would say. It's a very well respected profession, but sometimes, like I said, it doesn't necessarily pay as well as the profession would be perceived to do. But I think that with being a family lawyer representative, your work, your service is going to be absolutely needed. And there's, like you said, even without a divorce, or even without children in the picture, when you get married, and sometimes, you're married into a family. Sometimes you get married and join families, but there just needs to be some type of understanding of the assets, the benefits, and the liabilities. Because families are like businesses, right? And so you need to know what's what's this family in the business of doing, right? Very good. So they're saying, Breon, good work. I agree, y'all. I agree.
So let me finish
Absolutely.
back to, if you want me to finish
Yep. Go
back.
ahead.
Okay. So basically, I was getting at how everything is political, right? The way we eat, live, and breathe. And so what stands out most what's going on in Afghanistan is the fact they're telling the women that they're gonna have to rise up, right? The women is gonna have to rise up. So uh, that's just powerful to hear. And I would like to see the outcome from this. But it's very unfortunate that the under, you know, penny of what's going on is, of course, land and oil, right? But there it is, there it is, and it's not on our land, but we have our own struggles going on here in the United States, and it's on. We have our own struggles going on, hmm and it's time for people like ourselves to rise up to the occasion. Thank you.
That's right, sis. I've been saying this from the windows to the walls, from the county to city halls. We need to rise. We need to rise because when we can see this country putting so much support and so much aid into people that are not even residents, it should absolutely be jarring, and you should be made aware of what that means for you as a resident here in the United States. So you know that if that is the case, then how many times do you have to watch that before you say, you know what, I need to be securing some things for my own and for my family. So so in a couple of years, y'all can be looking at if you're looking for a family. Um, a family representative, absolutely, Brianne would be the one. And I'm going to post this, you all, if you all would like to support Brianne in her endeavor. She is headed back up to school. This she's headed back up to school this
This Friday.
this Friday, right? The 20th. Y'all, please, I'm going to post this in the main room. It was posted in the back chat, but I'm going to post it in the main room. And you can go ahead and support through Cash App, um, as well as Breon. If you want to put your email address also in the in the chat, that would be great. And she sure will. When this woman says she's going to support, I can attest to it. Spoken Poet is absolutely a supporter. She is an advocate for family, for the culture, the community, and the diaspora. And I thank you for being a part of this chat today. And I'm going to go ahead and post this in the main room so I can clear this field. So it may disappear from the screen, but you all, this comment is pinned in the main room, so you can see that. Um, and Breon, just so you also know, Breon's middle name there, Roslyn. She's named for none other than Monica and I mother. So she's named for her grandmother, her G mom, and her email address here. I'm also posting. It is her name, just like what appears in the Cash App. It is Breon Rosalind at gmail.com. And I'm going to post that here in the chat. But we're going to leave that Cash App link up, you all, because again, I don't want to hear anybody say, oh, these teens, they aren't doing, because I tell you, I'm a part of a lot of conversations, and it does not go on deaf ears when I hear and what's happening in regards to getting our teens involved or what have you. But the second a teen or a young adult asks for some assistance, people like to tell me, well, they like to share or to tell people, oh, well, there's all types of help at this place, and this place. Well, when does it become apparent that the help has to come from us, y'all? The help has to come from us. So we'll take that information. Don't get me wrong. We'll take that information about all these other places that can, lend some support. But we also, um, thank you so much, spoken poet. Thank you so much, sis. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. I'm gonna post that comment, but I'm gonna keep Breon's Cash App up pinned in the room so anybody can see that. Exactly. We have to help first because we're so quick to say, well, you know what? So and so, this church or this organization, or, did you write so and so? LeBron just did this for his students. Okay, well, I'm not one of LeBron's students. Let's just say what it is, and let's know what we're saying here. You all, we're getting into it today. We're getting into it today. As you all know, I don't bite no tongue with it. and we're really asking some hard questions. And I had a conversation with someone earlier today, literally, and the brother was saying, well, we have to get to a certain place where we're not asking of each other. We're just all doing for ourselves. And I say, I get that. I get that, and I'm not saying that that's not going to be that's not going to be a goal. But until that happens, imagine our families are like houses, right? Our families are like houses or businesses, like I said. Do you think McDonald's can go off and say, "Hey, let me ask Chick-fil-A for a little loan here, so I can get this business going good, so I can turn around and be a competitor to them"? Who does that? So why is it that when we start talking about things that we need in our community, in our culture, in our diaspora, are we told, oh, why don't you go and see what the Latino people are, these people on the other side of town, they get all this help. Why don't you go over and ask them because they're getting a lot of help already? That's not the way it works, people. They're helping themselves. So they're expecting the same thing to be done from us. Absolutely. Hey, Coach Monica, how are you? Girl, it's been so long. And you know what? I need to put something in the mail for you. Because you have the land, right? You have the land, so you know what I'm putting in the mail for you. Y'all, they say rain only matters to those that got seed in the ground. Coach Jamala can tell you. I'm investing some crops over there. Excuse me while I drink this water, y'all. I'm investing some crops over there. Hey, Coach Malik, welcome, welcome. We're glowing in today. We're glowing in today. Absolutely, absolutely. I will be putting something in the mail today for you. So absolutely, and make sure, Coach Malik, because I haven't seen you weigh in a minute in the WhatsApp in the Glow Nation chat room. Make sure you weigh in over there. Okay. Absolutely. Yes, you can come in and share because y'all, this is the relaunch. So we about to glow in. We are glowing in. Let me let me drop that link, y'all. And y'all know how we do. If you are going to if you would like to support, we have Breon's Cash App link up there, and y'all know mine as well. If you would like to support the channel and what we're doing, I'm going to go ahead and list that so that we can continue to glow, continue to glow. Because again, the help comes from us, y'all. The help comes from us. So, sis, it's dropped. We're gonna go into this other topic, y'all. And I had to take a long swig of my water there because I got to treat this water like popping in to say glow in. Absolutely, y'all coming through today. I am loving it. I am loving it. Y'all showing me that love. Y'all like Courtney, where you been? I promise you, I've been glowing on, y'all. I've been glowing on. And y'all, I am on a new regime because Miss Courtney has some fitness goals that I did not meet this summer. So I said I gotta hunker down, y'all. I gotta hunker down. But we have Coach Malik joining us from Florida. How are you, sis? Welcome, welcome to the Glow.
Hey, how you doing? Nice
Oh
to
my
see you
gosh,
live
sis.
again.
I know it. It has been too long. I miss y'all. I haven't been live since my birthday. Ooh, and look at who else we got coming in here. Y'all know it's about to get real live. We got Tanjon Zoo coming in
Hey,
from the West
Tanjon.
Coast. Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
was heard some women on a panel talking about a tiny home community.
Yes.
No, they were on a
Yes,
panel. They was
we're
just doing a
I'm a
show.
part of one starting to be created here in Georgia. So but I want to hear what you're saying and then I'll weigh more in on that. Hopefully my partner she'll be able to come on up. And y'all, when I say partner, please don't pull out your rainbow flags just yet. She's my business partner, y'all. I'm still
It's an
I,
idea.
I heard somebody laughing, but no, honey, I'm still abstaining, but I'm abstaining for a king, honey. I ain't abstaining while I look and I search and I have a queen on my side. But she is my business partner, and she actually is. She just got involved with a tiny homes community build out plan. So I actually have a meeting that she's arranging with them. We have a meeting coming up later next week. But let me go on mute. Everyone introduce yourselves that just joined the panel, and then let's glow in.
Hey, Coach Malik here, Florida. Just got my 7.39 acres. Girl, I'm still moving all these trees. But I had a everybody want to introduce themselves because it was an idea I came up with based on a partner. And it can be done for women, but you want to let everybody introduce themselves next, or you want me to say it?
Oh, you can introduce yourself and then Tan John. Breon already introduced herself, and y'all know who I am. Go ahead and introduce yourself, and then Tan John can say a quick hello, and then we want to definitely hear this idea. I'm ready for it.
Okay.
And welcome to the chat, Willie Rosado. Welcome, welcome.
So, yeah, future farmer of America from Florida. Coach Malik. Next.
Oh, Tan John fell off, Coach Malik. So go ahead with your. Oh, I don't know what happened to Coach Malik. So I guess I'm just waiting until they both come back. But yeah, so I've been popping in, y'all. I've been popping into some channels. I've been popping in some channels. I've been, coming up on some panels. And I gotta say, within the last 2 3 weeks, y'all, it's been some tomfoolery going on. And I'm saying, like I know I did need a break from the YouTube world. I know I did, but I didn't expect for it to be this type of foolishness going on. Once I got back, I really thought that some conversations had progressed, but it seems like a lot of it is still on the same. Oh, black women, black men, y'all. And I'm like, if y'all don't understand by now that once again, no help is coming for us but us. And so to sit around talking about what black women need to do and sit around talking about what black men need to do instead of y'all just doing it, be the help you want to see, be the change you want to see, be the help that you need. I really don't get it because I'm not trying to I'm not trying to, get up on these spaces and just continue to bicker back and forth. Especially while y'all, I've been abstaining for 6 years. Y'all know, coming up on October will be year number 7.
Oh, girl, I know what you mean.
I want to get this fixed right away. Oh, so Willie says you saw me on Irene's show. I did enjoy my time on that panel. I did, but once again, and that conversation went way long. But once again, I was talking for a couple of minutes, and then a sister comes out of left field, which unfortunately is usually the case, and says, "What's she up there talking about?" And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Instead of you listening, you want to just go in and have something to say so we can get some LOLs and some chuckles going back and forth. And y'all, that's not helping anything because basically what I was sharing was that accountability issues happen on both sides. Okay, women and men. So oh yeah, we can hear you, Tan John. I was just welcoming Willie Rosado in and just basically saying that what we're here to do is glow up, and we're glowing up together. Um, and Spoken Poet says she's on 4 years of being abstained. Okay, Tan John dropped off again. I'm gonna go ahead and go on mute. Go ahead, Coach Malik, and tell us again because I know you've had to start and stop a couple of times. But tell us again your idea because I love. There's nothing that I love more than a great idea. Go ahead,
Oh,
sis.
I'm not sure if most of y'all know what a partner is. A partner is like a lot of people from the island do it, and I think it's they know each other. They generally family, and everybody contribute a certain amount of money, whether they do it bi-weekly or monthly. And one person get the pot of money this week, one person get the pot of money this month, or however they decide to do it. Whether they do it by month or 2 months or whatever, and everybody contributes. And it's generally family members. And island people are really good about doing that. So it kind of evolved from kind of that concept, but I was thinking of in terms of land and building our own community. And I thought of the tiny home concept, and then I thought, like, what if we had 10 people and each person contributed, if they could come up with $10,000 to be held in an escrow account. a escrow account not to be used, and they built one structure based on the tiny home concept. But how it would be built, it would be built on an octagon, and you could do like in off the octagon you would have 4 homes off of it, and then in between would be like a patio space, and then on the top level you could, if you want to do like the container homes or whatever, and it would be held in escrow, and that money would be used to um, get a secure construction loan, and they would do the money for the construction loan, and it would be built. And every person that contributed $10,000 or whatever would live in the home for a year or whatever the next, and contribute the next to build the next set of homes for another person. And each one of them would have tiny homes or apartments or tiny homes, but the design of it, I would have to show you the design to get the concept of what I'm talking about. But it will either be a 2-bedroom, 1-bath on the bottom, 4 units like that, and then 1-bedroom, 1-bath up top. But the top one will have a top balcony in the interior, but it would be based on the shape of an octagon. But if they did that, and then like the $10,000, then they go and it pays that loan off. And now that one is built, and everybody live rent free there for the next amount of time used to build the next home. But nobody would spend the money. It would have to be held in escrow. So once it's finished, then you use that to pay off that one. Rent free for everybody for the next year to 2 years to build the next one, until the 10 people who purchased it or whatever, depending on how fast you want. If you want to do it with 5, all of them, when they would finish, would have their 5 individual tiny home, somewhat kind of apartment concept. It would be more in like a rural area where land was cheaper, but access to a town, or, not far from, not super, super isolated. But every person, when they finish that, would be debt free, in addition to having rental properties within that for women who actually wanted to live on the outskirts and not be charged a lot of money, or however they wanted to run it. But that would be the concept. Instead of everybody like in a partner, people get their money and they spend it however, it would be used to secure. And then there would be no loans to the bank, and everybody would have them a rental property and a place to stay. And that was just my idea. I know it's some more stuff that would have to be worked into it and out of it, but that's the concept.
I love that, Coach Malik. I need a little breakdown with that because I'm trying to see how I can implement that in a model of a proposal that we're doing. If you wouldn't mind, after this show wraps, I'm going to send you over an email with this proposal that we're working on because I want to see how we can basically flow in that information. Because we're looking to really strategically structure this investment opportunity to do exactly what you just said, to
And
create a
even
village, not just like a condo conglomerate or something like that, but creating a village. And actually, Spoken Poet is a part of the of the
and
community
even
of
if
like
the people
minds.
didn't
Yeah,
have the ten
that's
thousand
doing it.
dollars right now, even if it didn't have the $10,000, you could just go and work a second job. And as I tell everybody, take the money from the second job. You don't touch it. It goes straight into another account that you ain't even got access to. Just cut up the debit card. And you do that just until you made that $10,000. In addition, you sacrifice for 6 months or whatever to come up with it. People like, well, I ain't got no money just in that. You're gonna go and work a second job or a second whatever, and it's not gonna come out your household money. Whatever you pick up to do, whether it's overtime or your other job, that go directly there. You never touch it, and that way you'll
And
have your
that takes
money,
a
and it
lot of
won't come out your
discipline.
income. If it come out your check, if that check goes directly there, and you don't touch it and you don't have access to it, I mean, like, you get it somewhere out of place and you cut it up, you freeze the debit card, or you just don't have the account go to a secondary email. But you have to exercise discipline. But when you think about the long-term gain, that eventually you will be rent-free in this country for the rest of your life with only taxes and a potential income coming in, a person whose mind is set can do it. when they look at the long term payout. I
Right.
could just go without getting my bundles for 6 months to do this.
Wow. Wow, there you go. There you go. Or there you glow. I am definitely going to email you, Coach Jamala, because I'm working, like I said, with my business partner on something very huge, but we're having a really kind of just a little bit of a challenge structuring it so that it is going to be something that is that's just as seamless, like what you just said, with the effort in presenting the idea, streamlining it, and that's beautiful to hear. So I'm going to email you over what information I have, and we're just going to see how we can flow this information in. We want to
Okay.
welcome to the chat. We're going to welcome to the chat. I'm sorry, to the chat room, brother Bakari. Welcome, welcome, peace and power, brother. And now we're going to hear from Tanjan Zoo to hear what she got going on over there in the West Coast. And I'm going to mute my mic once again so we can we can give Tanjan the proper stage.
She said something about she in the back. And did you check the private chat, Courtney?
I see it, but I see her, and
I
I
see
have
her
her
too.
on the panel, so I don't understand what that means.
I see her
Oh,
in the.
and she said to mod her. I can't mod you because I can't mod you from the panel. You have to be in the room first to mod you. But you're a mod. I don't understand. So okay, so Tanjan, hop off of the panel, hop into the chat and type some stuff. Like, just say, "Hey, I'm here." Because we can see you. You're not hidden. You're not hidden. I don't understand. It might be showing it from your end, but it definitely, I see you, and Coach Malik can see you, but you're on the panel. You're not in the chat room. So hop off and maybe just, hop in the chat and say some things, and then come back and use that link and come back into the chat. And I'll drop the link again so you'll be able to come on back up. I'm dropping the link back in the room, in the main room. But yeah, Coach Malik, I'm looking forward to discussing with you further because time is of the essence for us to figure that out. When this moratorium ends, we're looking at 1.4 million of us
Mm-hmm.
that will be looking for homes and so on and so forth. And I said it's beyond time for us to really understand what the magnitude and what the weight of that is. We're talking about a
I
whole
just
country of us.
I just saw a Asian lady on TikTok a couple of days ago complaining that she make $50,000 a year and she can't afford a 1 bedroom, 1 bath in West Palm Beach or Palm Beach County. She was saying a 1 bedroom, 1 bath apartment she can afford. I don't know. I know I don't live over on the in West Palm. I moved out of Palm Beach County because it really is getting expensive. So I'm a county over.
Yeah.
Um, but even the rural area of Palm Beach County is still expensive. I'm like, how the hell the rent is $100 less than Palm Beach, and we ain't got no damn amenities but mosquitoes and muck.
You said there's no amenities but mosquitoes. Absolutely. You know what? I think it's really also interesting what you say because Miami is one of the most expensive places to live. It is one of the most expensive places to live, and we know why that is. It's the coastal, it's the weather. I get it, I get it, I get it. But with it being most expensive places to live, the income disparity is amongst the top four in the nation. So, why is it so hard to create either one or two things have got to happen? I remember having this conversation with my pastor a couple of years ago when I first got into a new condo in Coconut Grove, Miami. Um, so, because and the reason why I had this conversation with my pastor is because my church paid they paid my deposit and I paid my first 2 months, to come into this particular condo community because it was a condo community that everyone else owned. Everyone on a certain floor owned their units, and I was going into the floor of the people that owned their units. or own
Mhm.
their condos. So the three. So it's kind of, I think, a little bit how you said that this thing might be set up. Floors two and three. There were three floors. They did not. They were mixed, but I was coming into a unit of sale, but I was not buying. So at any rate, my church had to kind of be my co-signers a bit. But
Yeah.
we were riding around in my automobile. Y'all heard those singing. Y'all hear those pipes. Stop playing. We were riding around, getting all that money, getting everything because they wanted to see the condo first, and it was beautiful. So we were going to the bank and getting the go back and forth from the church to get the checks and whatnot. And we were riding back. We were riding through the back area of Coral Gables, and he was basically saying he was talking about how there's such, it didn't make sense that there was such housing disparity when we saw these huge, like Coral Gables. Y'all know this money is just like old money. Like literally, they have paid people to move out of. They paid black people to move out of Coral Gables. Like that's just how real and the ugly and racist these cities are in Miami, in Florida. They really are. So at any rate, he was just saying, how are these homes empty? He was just we were in he was just you know um musing about how these
Mhm.
properties were so empty, but there's such a housing disparity, right? And I said, well, what does it take for that not to be true? And he said, yeah, but that's not going to happen. And I was like, well, what are you saying is not going to happen? Because I wanted to make sure that he knew what I was saying. Because my pastor was a white man, y'all. He said, you're saying that they have to just give over these properties to people, and that's just not going to happen. And this is what I'm saying. This is what really blows my mind even right now. Because I say to this day, because this conversation was 3 years ago, and I just remember you know, knowing, okay, my pastor is literally, we're riding from the church to, get me into this condo. And I know he's not a bad guy. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I really regarded him as a friend. But the ease that they can say that, the ease that they can say that, you know what I mean? They can just say, no one's going to give over property, knowing how much property you done stole. I mean, not maybe not you personally, but your people. You know, knowing it's like this is not even a question. It's a right at this point. It's a right at this point. It's just something else. Oh,
But
hey, real deal, y'all. That's my
there is
financial advisor
property,
there.
but we wait for white people to build this shit and they will come. Port St. Lucie, rednecks and rattlesnakes.
Rednecks and
Loxahatchee,
Rattlesnakes. Yeah,
Wellington.
our family's from there, from Jensen Beach. Yep, me and Monica, our family's from there. We're Bahamian. We're fourth generation Bahamians, and our family
uh,
is from Jensen Beach. Yep.
Loxahatchee, Wellington, Royal Palm. And soon the glades that everybody talked about that was HIV and whatever will be swooped up in maybe 5 years
They
into
gonna
that
be scooped
because the
up.
tax rates are ridiculous for Palm Beach County. So there's nowhere left to go further down south in Florida. You're talking about Lehigh Acres, Fort Myers, you're talking about Hendry County, um, and Clewiston and over towards that way. LaBelle. That's the places where land is still reasonable in Okeechobee. And as Florida, as black people, we're gonna wait till they buy the shit up, and we're gonna be left out. There's still rural areas where we can go and build our own shit. And we listen to people tell us, "Oh, I can't live in no mobile home. Oh, I can't do this." You better do what you got to do to secure you somewhere and let that equity grow in that land or whatever. But we listen to white people talking points. We listen to what they tell us and feed us and do. Or we don't want to make small sacrifice. I could sacrifice for a year. I could sacrifice for 2 years for a long term 20-year gain.
Sis, do you know I was just saying this the other day on African Millennials channel, and she said, "What's the? How do you do this when you? How do we build on these? How do we build these communities if we don't have the money? We don't have the money." I said, "Let me ask you this: What money did we have when we came in as slaves to do it?" And like, "Oh no, we didn't have money, but they had the money." I said, "No, what we had was the labor. What we had was the skill set, and everything that we had back then, we still got right now." It's just that you have to be willing to be inconvenienced. And for me, let me be very honest. Let me be very honest. Let me again cam up so y'all can see I'm serious when I say this and look straight in the camera. What being convenience for me had to be was I had to realize that I'm not going to be able to just live by myself. That's a hard road to toe. It's a hard road to toe. As Monica would tell you, I'm the youngest of five. So I like now having my own space, I loved it when I got my own room. And so I've never in my adult life had a roommate. I've never in my adult life had a roommate. So with the woman that I am partnering with now, she will have, she will have a room to herself, and it will be an area of the house, but it is going to be another person living in this house. And on top of that, running a business, out of it, instead of just saying, okay, because that's also another mind state. So many of us are used to saying, okay, they can't leave their business and go home if their home is a business. I've heard people say that. And I'm like, but it makes sense for you to be paying, to live in one space, but you're traveling and you're paying to go work in another space. You're paying rent to the road. You're paying rent to the road. You're paying tolls. You go and spend, and there have been many studies that show this. People spend more in the communities that they work than in the communities that they live. So you're
Yep.
basically paying rent both places, our bro. So let's get real. But you have to get comfortable with the idea of being inconvenienced. Let's do that. And let's make that decision for us before it's made. Let's make that decision for ourselves before that decision is made for us. Because that was one thing that I held true to. When I lost my home in 2018, beautiful home, Miss Gifford Space in Coconut Grove, Florida. Y'all know that I took that assignment literally on my back to get that declared historical, and I lost my campaign to do it. But at any rate, um, uh, my thing was I was not going to go into a shelter. I was not going to go into a shelter, and for a couple of reasons, y'all. Hear me out, because it wasn't about me being too proud to be in a shelter. I ain't gonna lie, a little bit of it was that. But the most of it was is because of the fact that I had literally worked right across the street from a shelter when I worked for the city of Miami. And when I worked across the street from this shelter, and I was absolutely loving a lot of the ladies, the moms, the mothers that worked in this particular that lived in a particular shelter, and I was the head of a program, a job program that basically employed people from the shelter. And most of those employees, y'all, they were women. They were women, and very proud of my first class of graduating women that graduated. They went from just being workers to being specialists in their field of horticulturalists, tree arborists. They had certifications that they had to continue to achieve in order to stay employed, and they did. They did. So I'm bringing you back up, Tanjon. I never saw you in the chat though. I don't know what's going on, but I'm bringing you back up. But I will say this: what the stories that they told me in regards to what happens in the shelters, it absolutely mortified me. There was this saying that their children were harassed by the other children. The clerks were one way when the supervisors were there, and they were another way when they weren't there. They told me, plenty of them told me that it was like being in prison. It was like being in prison, and it wasn't because, y'all, I wasn't working with women that were trying to get out and get high. I wasn't working with women that were not law abiding citizens of their community. But they said that they have to treat everybody that way, and that's what hurt them. So I worked with about 16 residents from that facility. And let me tell you, out of the 16 residents from that facility, 15 of them all had, I mean, I'm sorry, 14 of them had those same type of stories, whether collectively or individually. But they talked about how detrimental living in a living in a shelter was for them. So that was reason enough for me never to put myself into that predicament. And I fought like heck in order to be able to string together enough resources until I was blessed with an opportunity to not have to pay rent for a couple of months, while I was literally able to stack up my money to move back in the Grove and get the condo in the Grove. But like you said, it took the inconvenience, because y'all, I was in Overtown, and Willie said he know about Florida. He said he used to drive through Coconut Grove. Willie, you know about that Overtown and what Overtown do. And so my family and I, we stayed in Overtown for about 2.5 months, just getting, because we took the free apartment. The free apartment was right in Overtown, and it was literally right around the corner from the Lotus House for women, or the Lotus House that wasn't for just for women. But I tell you what, because of my experience and seeing how that staff also handled their residents and how the supervisors handled their staff, every time, y'all, because I was an elected official at the time that I lost my home, and I was, teetering homelessness. I was a homeless elected official. I was addressless, but I wasn't homeless. Let's put it that way. But every time that she came, that particular facility came up on the agenda, I would recuse myself, because I said there's no way I'm going to sit up here and give an unbiased opinion about this. And you're not. I'm not going to give an unbiased opinion. I'm going to be very honest. My opinion is going to be very biased. Okay, we have a couple of new people back on the. We see you, Tanjon. We have a couple of new people back on the panel. We got Tanjon coming up next. And then we
Hey.
have Credit Builder. That's my financial advisor, y'all. Y'all better get with them. And then last but not least, joining the panel, we have Diamond Princess. And it's only right that she is on the relaunch, because y'all know Diamond Princess was the first person to ever put me onto a panel. So now that we are relaunching on today of all days, I'm so glad to see my girl back. All right, I'm going back. I'm camming off, and I'm going back on mute. Go ahead, Tanjon.
Can anyone hear Tanjon or me?
No, I can't hear her. I'm waiting for her to say something.
I can't hear her. I can see that she's trying to talk, but I don't know. Tanjon, I think it's
She needs
something
to
on her
unmute
phone.
herself. Yeah, she needs to unmute
Yeah,
herself.
but she has to do it herself. I think it's something on her phone. I don't know if she's
Maybe.
able to get on her phone.
Come back in and come back out or something.
She's
Yeah.
done that a couple of times. I don't know if that's going to work. But go ahead and introduce yourself, real deal, and I'm going to message her. I'm going to message her on the back chat. Go ahead and introduce yourself, real deal, and then we'll have Diamond Princess introduce herself as well, and we'll get into our next topic about winter coming. Y'all, we're gonna talk about it. I'm so tired of
Oh
hearing
my
this term.
gosh, everybody's talking about that. Oh my god.
Hello, everyone. I'm Real Deal Financial. I am Courtney's financial manager. I am also
Hey.
helping her when it comes to logistics of all of her projects. I'm making sure that all the numbers is crunched, everything gets analyzed, and the ability for people to get their credit repaired as well. Um, I'm pretty much here to be able to just to spread some positivity. I hope everybody's having a very blessed and productive day. Courtney, did you change your phone number?
Oh yes, okay. Not that I changed it. I have an additional. So you have the iPhone number, but I'm in between contracts. But I have to give you my Android number. I'm going to email that to
Because
you right now. Yeah, I'm gonna.
because
Well,
because
I'm gonna put it in the back chat. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put
because
my Android number in the back chat.
but also I also have my own YouTube channel as well at Real Deal Financial. We talk about stocks, credit repair, and also trades, and interview plenty of people, black men and women that are involved in trades when it comes to how to be able to get jobs and training and also apprenticeships as well. So I hope everybody is doing well, and I'll put myself back on mute.
Is it my turn or?
Yeah, go
Somebody else
ahead,
can say
Diamond
something.
Princess.
It could
It's
be
your
Okay.
turn.
interactive.
Yeah, go ahead, Diamond
Okay.
Princess.
Hi everybody. My name is Diamond Princess. I'm also a content creator. I mostly talk about the Black community and other topics as well. Uh, um, I'm also a graduate, a college graduate. I got my associate's degree in history, and now I'm going for my BS and my MS and my PhD. So I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, that's all I have to say.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. That's all I have to say about myself on that. So I'm gonna put myself back on mute if I was on mute.
Congratulations, though. Congratulations. Have an ex that's going to get her PhD when it comes to business administration.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But Courtney, who else is on the
Yes, I
panel?
am
I
back
can't
for it.
see.
Oh, you can't see? Okay, so we have Koja Malik. We have my niece Breon and my sister. You know, my blood sister and my sister in the fight here. Monica. They're on a cam together, and yeah, you already just heard from Credit Builder. And okay, so Tanjon says when she posts in the room she can't be seen. She said that no one responds to her. I honestly I don't know how that happens. Y'all know it's only one person ever I have ever canceled, and it ain't no Tan John. So I don't know what's going on. If anybody can figure this out, everyone is should be modded up. If anybody can see her, please, 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 um, let me know so I can go into my settings because I don't even know how to do that. I got to tell you, even with the person that I did cancel from my channel, I had to literally go back to the last chats that he presented himself in, and had to do it that way. Like I don't know I don't know how to hide someone. I don't know how to hide someone. So I'm really sorry about that, Tan John. I'm not sure what's happening or why we can't hear you. Hey, how are you there, Brother Palmetto? Are you on the road yet? And as you can see, I'm late with giving you, my write up because you see where I'm at. But no worries. I'm going to be finishing up pretty soon, and then we'll go forward from there. I'm trying to get Tan John back in here though before I shut down because I'm really feeling bad about this situation. And y'all, it's really getting thick in here. And y'all, I ain't seen nobody yet put up them glowers except for me and Bernice. I think Naima did in the beginning. Y'all better put these glowers up. We back in the building. We back in with what's glowing on live. And y'all know now that we back, it ain't gonna stop. And it don't stop. Ooh. Y'all, I'm bringing out these vocals today, y'all. I'm also follow me on TikTok, y'all. I am colored only Courtney. Colored only
Can I
Courtney. Yeah, go ahead,
can
sis.
I ask the real deal? I don't know if he had heard my idea earlier about us self financing each other, kind of like the partner type thing. Would he have any way to do that so everybody would be comfortable? Because um, I 100% believe in credit. I'm getting mine straight. I even think I got some tips off of Real Deal Financial Channel. But anyway, I did it through YouTube University. And now, a year later, I can think I'm in the 700s because I was like in the foes. But
Hmm.
anyway, I know I believe in investing. I believe in that, but being able to pay our ish off with the interest rate so low now, I don't know if that's beneficial. But I just can't see living in a place for 30 years and paying somebody 2 to 3 times of what we purchased it for. Um,
Well, I
how people
also
can come
tell
together and to eliminate the need for long-term 30-year mortgages.
Well, I tell people all the time when it comes to buying. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
When it comes to buying houses, I feel that people should also try to at least stretch all their options because you have a first time home buyer program. You also have a lot of scenarios of you can get a situation where it can be either a bank statement loan for fix and flip. Because I mostly talk about investment properties when I do talk about real estate. I'm helping my client uh, outside of Courtney to be able to close a situation, apartment building in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So it's asset based lending. I think Black people should also focus on getting their personal straight as best they can. Also focusing on getting an LLC, EIN, DUNS number, business trade lines, and a credit union checking account, DCU credit union, Navy Federal, people for that do have Navy Federal, Marcus Loans, what else? Key Bank when it comes to no doc business loans. So when it comes to that, always focusing on the investment aspect of when it comes to real estate. Like I know people should always say all the time that they don't want to do the 30-year thing. I get you, but let the investment property outweigh everything, where you can be able to pay off any personal debt and also get back to reinvesting using 1031 exchanges. So
That's good
use the
advice.
business
That
use
is
the
good.
business credit.
Yeah, that's good
Right.
advice. I was thinking about, opening
Hmm.
up something that would help me better my credit. Oh, Tajon, you want to say something? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Can y'all hear me for real? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you
Yeah, so
now.
basically, you
Can
can
y'all?
Yes.
control you after.
Oh, thank God. Girl,
Oh,
I had to start this
perfect. We
phone
can
over. The
hear
phone
you
is so
perfect
janky.
now.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear
The
you
phone is
perfect. Go
so
ahead,
janky.
Tanzan.
Listen, I think okay for the past couple of months, I've been trying to every time I post on the chat, my chat has been hitting because every time I come on here, I throw up the glow sign. Y'all don't see that, and when someone comes in, you acknowledge everybody that come in. And see, when I come in, I say hi family, and when then I come in, I don't you don't acknowledge me because you don't see me. I'm hidden. So other people that come in, you acknowledge them after me. You see, and then when I say hi to them, they don't acknowledge me either because they don't see me.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I can
my
understand what you're
chats are
saying. I'm
hidden.
just saying I don't understand how that would happen because I didn't block you. I don't play those type of
Yeah,
games. You know me. If I have an issue, I come straight at. I
I
don't.
know,
I
no,
don't have
no,
no hand.
but no, but it's hidden, and I don't have a wrench.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't
I was
have a
like,
wrench or
okay,
yours
something
either. I
happened.
didn't
I
know.
think this is a Google thing.
Damn, you Google.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I do too.
so
Google be
when
deleting all
people,
my
I
comments.
think it's Google because Google was Yeah, because Google was deleting people's comments, and I was watching people get their comments deleted, and I'm thinking maybe I did it, but I don't know why. And next, thing you know, I'm understanding Google's doing stuff right, and so that's just that one thing. But the second thing, I was hearing everybody speak, and oh my gosh, like you guys, we gotta have a class. Like I can't even go to City College no more after listening to what you guys are saying. What this brother just spit down, what the sister said, Coach Malik, she called me every now and then and check on me and tell me what I need to do. And it's like all I need is that I need that discipline and that push myself because I'm willing to do the work and put in the work. And I was just telling Koja, that people in Las Vegas, Nevada, Mexicans was buying up a lot and building as they were buying. And I'm looking at these little private little properties, and it's like these are the people who bought their stuff. We're not doing that because we're too busy being picky. And it's like they needed us. A lot of people didn't even care. They was gonna give us land for cheap, And if you see, and like she said, if
Wow.
you don't see a power line, if you don't see a power line, oh, I'm in and out. I'm sorry. If you don't see a power line, then it's not a good piece of land to buy. You got to see a power line. And I was like, ooh, I see the power line. So I got some pictures, and I was trying to do a vision board so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. Then California right now. I'm in the Bay Area. And Antioch,
Okay.
California got so much land. Antioch, California got so much land you can buy. And it's like, we don't want one state. We want 15, 25 states. We want to own some
There's
and
some
make it and make it
there's some
personal.
developments in Tracy. There's some
You
developments
know,
in
there's
Tracy, and I'm helping one of my
California
Okay,
clients.
City. Half of California City is not even
there you
inhabited,
go.
and people could be buying land for cheap over there. Like that land been vacant since 1950, and no one settled there. No one. So that could
Hmm.
be land that could be used.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Do you have
But
my
is it
email?
because California having a
Right.
drought? Is it because California is having a drought? Because I think I saw somewhere where they had to dig up a lot of almond trees. I want to say it was California. I didn't read all of it, because the drought was so bad that
Well,
they're
not
having to make. I don't know. I'm just
I
saying.
didn't
Is
hear of that. I'd never heard of that.
it? I thought it was
no,
California.
no,
You know, it come up
no.
in my news
I
feed.
don't think. Well, you know, when you say California, you got to be more specific because there's LA and then there's the Bay, and the Bay Area ain't got no drought.
Oh,
No.
The Bay Area
girl,
don't have
you
no
know I
drought at
know that.
all. You know,
Yeah. Oh, you're
the
in the
Bay
But
Bay
Area
there's
don't have
but
Area.
drought.
people
Yeah.
need to
But
look at Tracy,
uh,
California, and
It always
Fremont
get
and
rain.
Richmond. That's where the fix
yeah,
and flipping is going on.
yeah, the Bay, yeah, and the Bay Area is by the ocean anyway. So
Yes.
it's so it's like no, that's just one thing. But he said Tracy, California. That's right there. That's I'm telling you,
I
that's
could have
like
got
the
the
black
states
version of
confused.
Silicon Valley.
Yes, yes, because
That's
that's
like
where
the
people
no
need
no
to
no
position
don't worry because
themselves. At least for
yes
construction, when it comes to fix and
yes
flipping, because I help people to get the situations
well
where they can get the contract for low, they get the property for 125, 150, assign it to a developer for 220. They wind up getting that middle, and they put in 100,000, and they wind up fix and flipping it for 650,000 on Zillow. It's been done at least
okay
two times
now
around the
check
Bay
this out
Area. Yes, ma'am.
right. Check this out, and I gotta add to what you talking about because you spit fire, brother. So how about this? How about once we do all that, I told people just get you a couple of lots in the trailer. You know, everybody come up with $1,200 a piece. And everybody, when I say 2 lots in a trailer, I mean basically everybody get y'all a piece of land, right? And for temporarily move you some truckers, move you some truckers there, some electricians and plumbers and all kind of stuff, and have them build. We need some construction workers that are black to build stuff for us, to build apartment complexes, homes, but building some private homes, mostly private homes. But the complex will be for the people who work. You know what I'm saying? Who work on the land. And can you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking more privately. Everybody else got private properties. Every time a police come around somebody and assume we don't live there, the first thing they say is, well, you know, this is private property. Well, how come we really can't have our own private property? So it can say we can get a big ass sign with a black fist in the air talking about private property. We need private property right there.
Hey sis,
And
which
on
part
top of
of
that,
the Bay Area you from? Santa Clarita County or Oakland? Where are you from?
no, I'm from San Francisco, California, from Bay
Oh,
Way,
San
Fillmore.
Francisco.
And my
Fillmore.
last point was in in the Mo. And then and then I left East Palo Alto, California, which I didn't want to leave. I loved it. I love the community there, but I wanted to actually really buy some land, and I know that part of Silicon Valley was too much for me. I couldn't afford to even pay rent there. They want too much money for a
Yeah.
5 bedroom for a roommate. They
For
they want
two
$3,000 a month.
yeah, for a 1 bedroom, it's like almost over $2,000. For a
No,
one
three
bedroom.
thousand. I just for a 1 bedroom bath. You got a washer and dryer in the unit, your own little backyard, but it's a 1 bedroom house. They want $3,000. Your own
I
private
looked in a
parking stall,
different
but it's a
area.
1 bedroom.
I looked in a different area.
You
So
did?
I was like, yeah, I was like, oh my God, I can't afford it. Like, ugh.
No. Because that's how, because when you look at it, you definitely kind of you can afford it, but the problem is it's like why are you paying these people money that that you really want to keep all this money. Because see, they're making money off of you.
Mhm.
Again, off your labor. Like Courtney said, renting is slavery.
Right.
And just to piggyback on what Sister Courtney was saying on uh African Millennial channel, I told African Millennial and Miss Uganda's channel, listen, don't say we don't have the money. You are money. Your whole body is money. Your fingernails worth more right now than what who Jay-Z is, because he's already been used up. He's on. But you, they need your labor. They find all kind of ways to throw you in jail if they have to. They just get your free labor to make millions off your body, your blood, sweat, and tears, and probably your demise. You die making somebody else happy, and you were never happy. So no, we gotta fight back, meaning by saying this is our body. You're not gonna use us. You're not gonna enslave us. As a matter of fact, my butt is going all the way to Amazon right now to see if I can get this 3 day a week job back that they accidentally fired me on. You know what I'm saying? While I'm trying to build a store, I'm trying to build an online store right now and get my son's store off the market,
You
just so I
got
can
you
make things happen by buying
you
some
got
land
me. You got
for
me
the
right
family.
here.
But obviously, like,
You got You got
all
me right
right,
here. I can give you
all
a free
right.
marketing plan. I can give you a free marketing plan. I will not charge you on none of this
I'm
stuff
gonna
at
give
all. I'll give you a free secret lenders list. Everybody that emails me gets this. I do credit repair. We only charge once we get stuff deleted. So we do
Uh,
not charge
oh nice.
$4,000
Okay,
up front. We do not do that to people. Like I tell people all the time, if you're going to spend $4,000 on some credit tools, you would get yourself an age corporation, but you got to work on your personal first in order to get that, where you can use the situation to fund these
okay,
real estate properties.
yeah,
So my
yeah.
email is
Like I want like
creditbuilder475 at
okay. Now,
gmail.com. Sorry about
let
that.
let let look. So I'm trying to build up my own career. I was I was paying what's they call it I keep forgetting what their name is. I was paying them like $100 and something just to get stuff off my credit, but they were going so slow with the process, and I was just
They do
paying it.
that. They do
Yeah,
that so they can drag a bill. You went to Lexington Law?
yes,
Okay.
yes. So I was like, let me cancel them. I'll build up my own
Yes,
credit
yes,
repair.
you build up your
they
own.
are a
You build up your own
fraud. They
situation.
steal
Yeah.
your money. They
Mm,
steal your
mm, mm.
money, and then they lower your credit even more.
I
Then they
think they
bring up
done hit
stuff
all
that
us
was
up.
done 15 years ago.
I think they done hit all us up.
I'm done with Lexington Law Firm,
Yeah.
honey.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna just put out here. I got two other properties over here. Anybody don't mind who work from home, who want sunshine all year? I'm telling y'all, they be lying to y'all when they talk about the hurricanes. The hurricane party be great. We don't really get that many. We got like get hit once every 5, 6 years, maybe even if it's that. So yeah, the hurricane parties have all the liquor and all the supplies and all the Cheetos and stuff we bought. But if anybody interested in coming, I got two more pieces of land I can add to out here, two properties, and come and try to decrease your living expenses. Yeah, it's country as fuck, but Miami right down the road, so you can drive if you want to see Miami and then come back home. So
Look,
I just,
look. Like when I first got my credit cards, because I have two credit cards now in my name, my credit score went through the roof when I after I got my credit cards, but it went down like 15 points because my check came in the mail late. But I
Mm,
fixed it though. I fixed it. So hopefully it will
okay.
update. It will
Uh,
update. But
What? What?
yeah, yeah. And I'm trying to get an apartment right now, and they're processing my background, and they see my credit score drop. I'm like, oh my god, like that's embarrassing.
Well, you got little stuff because I got to deal with a person where he has $52,000 in back child support, $40,000 in back mortgages, and in the verge of filing for either Chapter 13 or Chapter 7 bankruptcy. So Uh,
And he ain't never getting rid of that child support debt because I'm a bitter baby mama and I ain't gonna never take it off if it were me.
so, so yeah.
You know,
So
people
we
they do that to themselves when they run from their responsibilities. That child
they do
support
it
is
to
gonna chase
themselves.
them until they paid off.
Yeah, I was just joking. I
Yeah.
didn't mean to cut you off.
They do it. They do it to himself because at the end of the day, I can be able to help him with some of it, but really I have to help him raise his business income. That's why e-commerce stores, people understanding what Google, Facebook ads, getting phone numbers, emails, and getting all that stuff and knowing what a sales funnel is. That's actually the new business wave because that actually is pandemic proof. Because my e-commerce store actually helped most of my clients in a lot of the situations when it came to March and April of 2020 to be able to generate some good stable income. So um, more or less, it's just at least having a set aside goal. Because I don't know if that was Diamond Princess that mentioned her story, but she actually has something like be able to get the apartment, increase the income, either having your own hair care type situation. Um, Go on AliExpress and Alibaba, get you a sourcing agent, and be able to sell you some hair bundles. Use Journey Business Solutions over PayPal, capturing some payments. So because money is there, money is
I'm trying
definitely
to
there.
find different ways to, raise my credit score a little bit. Trust me, I'm almost
Experience
there.
boost.
Yeah, trust me, I am there. Like to get in a 700 credit score. Like I'm almost there. Like literally there. So I just need to keep up with my credit card, payments because I depend on my credit card to help me raise up my score, but I can find different ways to, pick up the pace.
Mm, Because having that situation settled, you can be able to navigate more better when you're creating your LLC and doing business friendly type lenders. Only why I say credit unions due to the fact that a situation with Chase, they can give you 4,000, but with a credit union, they can give you 15, 20,000 when it comes to either funding on a business or you use Axion. It's ACCION. It's a CDFI program. CDFI programs are very lender friendly. It's not stringent based on your credit. It's more or less based on your business plan. And you'd use a tool called Live Plan to be able to create a 12-month forecast to give to these CDFI programs so you can be able to get lending on your startup businesses on each LLC that you create.
Um,
People probably already heard of Score, but your local Score program should tell you about all the CDFI programs and lender-friendly banks approved by the SBA.
what about if you're a member of a credit union, just getting a simple $1,000 loan and paying it off every month if you don't have any like loan credit or something that may help boost your credit score?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Easy.
Or
Because
even a secured loan.
secured
Yeah.
loan. When it comes to what
To
I do, oh, sorry about that.
Oh no, I was just saying if I know her saying she was playing credit cards. I didn't know if she had because they tell me I need 4 other types of credit to boost my score. So I guess I'm gonna be stuck in a standstill for a little bit. But one of the things I did was just get a $1,000 loan from my credit union to kind of help it. I guess it
Because
helped because it worked.
yeah, yes, but situations with credit unions like KeyBank, I have a scenario where I managed to build up my client's personal credit profile with high limit trade lines, deleted everything necessary, gave him his LLC, EIN, Duns Bradstreet number, and business trade lines, 10 to 15 business trade lines. He went to KeyBank. He had his business statement ready. He had pretty much everything situated on his opening checking account deposit. $7,500 checking account deposit. He wound up getting a situation of a no doc business loan for 20,000. And that was off of the aspect of the high limit trade lines on both his personal and his business trade lines. So he's literally strengthening himself on both ends, him and his wife, both got loans from Key Bank when it came to business funding. So people should also think of secured credit cards when it comes to their e-commerce store. Like I sell high ticket products. So I have furniture that I sell, and I would use the funds to be able to put into a secured credit card to be
Yeah,
able
I
to
did that
increase
too.
the limits. You increase your limits. So your total credit profile limits can be stronger, and it can increase with your net profit, because your net profit, you use your net profit really as your lifeblood until 6 to 8 months. Then you can get a bank statement, business bank statement loan to leverage your gross revenues to be able to use for marketing or use it for real estate acquisitions. So that's what I'm doing personally. That's what I'm going to do personally. So I'm really waiting on the end of this year. Then I will get my business bank statement loan with my credit union that I'm with. So credit unions is better than commercial banks, everybody. Also look at the JP Morgan Trust for $30 billion as well. JP Morgan Trust, $30 billion. That's for minority businesses. So
I
I think
have a
that's a first
question
come
for
first
you.
type business.
I have a
Yes.
question for you. Should I upgrade to Capital One Platinum? Because I just have a Capital One credit card, but should I upgrade to Platinum because they're offering it to me?
Capital One, actually, I like Capital One. Capital One is actually lender friendly. Actually, them and My Synchrony Bank, they will increase your credit limits every 3 months if you show that you can be able to pay in time, and also show that
Mhm.
your bank statement on your personal, your income is starting to increase, meaning that you're putting your marketing on your business, whatever you're doing. Capital One is friendly. My Synchrony is friendly, and you would use, yes. So Capital One Platinum, that's good. My
Mhm.
Synchrony, they give you the credit increase limits every 90 days, and you can do it every two or three times, two or three times in a year.
Okay.
So yes, keep the Capital One Platinum on your radar. What else? What else should you focus on? I know there's a couple things that I'm literally missing. Oh yeah, SoFi Bank. They're also lender friendly. They also will give you a good, nice funding based off your personal. So
Yeah, I'll see if I can get an upgrade. I just have like a regular Capital One card. Yeah, so I'll see if I can increase to a platinum.
We see you, sister.
Okay, because I can't hear, I can't see me, I can only hear me. But I wanted to tell everyone that we are going to need to wrap this up. I do have a 7 o'clock consultation. But I wanted to thank a couple of people while we're here. I wanted to thank Wisdom. Okay. And I want to thank Mark Nash for joining in with us. Definitely everyone that has been on the panel. Absolutely. I don't know why this thing changed my layout. This is crazy. Let me switch it back. Let me see who's all up in here. This was kind of weird, y'all. But y'all, this feels so good being back. I again want to thank y'all for joining in with me today. What's going on live? Definitely want to thank my sister, the one and only Monica Delancey. Y'all know her, the recipient of the Oprah Winfrey Grant this year, because Oprah Winfrey saw the good works that she was doing with being able to prevent families with her own money, y'all, her own money from being evicted, giving them the resources that they needed if they were evicted, with getting into shelter and that sort of thing. So she kicked off the show with me today, and her daughter, my Breon. Y'all know their information. Her information is in the room. It is the pinned comment. That is the Cash App. So if you want to support Breon in her law school endeavors, that's right. She is scheduled to take the LSAT, y'all. Y'all know I love me some lawyers. Y'all already know, honey. Y'all already know it. We may be divorced, but I still love me some. Okay, I still love me that lawyer. Um, we also, I want to, because there has been a couple of requests for me to come back on later tonight. I said, dang, y'all, this is my first day back, and y'all want me all night again. Okay, we won't do all night, but we will do a what's glowing on late night tonight. So if y'all are still up, I am going to send out that link. And remember, we're going to be talking about this winter coming BS. I want to thank also my financial advisor. He was on fire. Y'all better throw these blowers up for our people. Absolutely. Just us Cambricks. I know that both Real Deal as well as myself, we're gonna be looking forward to that email because it sounds like you were talking like we talked. We're gonna definitely need you into some meetings. Um, Oh, Coach, it's been a minute. Like I said, I'm gonna put that in you day. And like I said, they say seeds only matter to those. Rain only matters to those that got seed in the ground. So I'm gonna invest in your property and see you know how I do. Tanjon Zoo, sis, it's good to know that that fire ain't being dimmed not a bit, baby. I am so excited. I know we are going to continue to build upon some ideas that we were talking about yesterday. So, and I do have someone that can help you with your website. I have the designer that I've been with on developing the branding for Colored Only Cafe. And y'all, if y'all ain't been to Colored Only Cafe, if y'all have not been to Color Only Cafe and you live here in Atlanta, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? Every Sunday, that's right. You can catch me over at Decor, located at 87 Main Street in East Point, Atlanta. And the Sidewalk Cafe is absolutely just, it's growing, it's glowing, and it is keeping me sane, y'all. I'm just, I'm out there chefing it on Sundays, and that's all I worry about. From 12 to 7 p.m. If you are not in Georgia, and so you can't come on Sunday, y'all know we donate plates around here. You can definitely cash app any contributions, and that plate is donated. So you can still be a part of a helping and serving community, regardless of if you're physically part, or if you're in the enjoyment. So just be excited and somebody else is enjoying that good kale salad, that delicious, yummy, juicy grove, and y'all, new on the list. Oh, those vegan egg rolls, so delicious. Hey, Africa, creeping on in here. So again, if anyone wants to come through tonight, I will be back on. I'm gonna get in. Can't be too late because, like I said, I have a full day tomorrow, and got to get my rest in. I will be at the Black August event of the week, but also um, it is the first time that I'm going to be a part of a live audience discussion for Too Raw for TV. As y'all know, Brother Palmetto is going to be leading the conversation on live free or die paying. And you know, because we know rent is racism. We know that I'm going to be all involved in that conversation and leading a discussion about why plantations are, in fact, reparations. Absolutely. Hey, peace, Sister Tiffany. I know we're getting out of here, but definitely want to thank you for coming through. And last but not least, Diamond Princess. Y'all, the first one to ever put the glow crown on your girl, crowned me up and put me on that panel, and it's been nonstop ever since with her support and her genuine interest in seeing this channel grow and glow. I thank you for being a part. And y'all, Brother Bakari jumped in here. Mark Nash, y'all gave me love the dating on my birthday. Y'all, what's up with that? Oh, y'all also follow us on TikTok too. TikTok as well, and I do say us because y'all know my babies are having to do that for me because I am not with it. Oh, and if you have not ordered a bracelet, please make sure you get these. My daughter's skill set has definitely improved. Even if you have ordered a bracelet, order another one because her skill set has just exploded. Look, she got them ready for me, y'all. She got them ready for me. Look at these, y'all. Look at these. She stays up all night making these. These are handmade, y'all. Handmade. Y'all know we ship anywhere in the United States, any weekday, any day of the week. We ship all week long. The United States Post Office get tired of us, y'all. We there every day. Y'all look at this one. She made this spot going to what was it, tournament, and he had on black and white. So she made this, and he didn't want to buy it. So this one is a discount. So please let me know. Any Steelers fan, Georgia Tech fans, y'all, this girl ain't playing. This girl is not playing. The name of the company is Embracelets. Y'all know what to do. Y'all can glow. Y'all can glow at. Y'all can cash at me. That link is Glow Up Omega, and or send me an email. Let me know, and we